এটাকে ব্যবহার করব। কিভাবে ব্যবহার করতে হয় সেটা সম্ভব ক্লাস থেকে শিখবো। Very good, lovely students.
Hey, hello everybody. Welcome to our SamVab Class once again. Today I am going to talking about another very powerful scientific study technique that is called by the eye capture technique. Before we are starting this class, we need to discuss about your questions. I know that you have few questions in your mind. So first of all, we need to discuss about those questions. Somebody mind, think about these questions is I cannot concentrate on my studies for a long time, right? I keep getting distracted and my mind wander onto other thought. What should I do? Yes or no, students? I think obviously yes. Today, most of the students can facing this problem is concentrations and distractions. But don't worry, the eye capture technique will help you to solve these problems, concentrations and distractions. Let's be talking about another questions. Is there any technique that can help me to remember what I read more quickly and easily? Yes, obviously. Today I am going to talking about this technique that is called by eye capture technique. This is help you to remember anything quickly and easily. So now let's start this class. The memory is a slab of concentrations. We know that concentration is equal to curiosity and familiarity. You have two tools which you can maintain your concentrations: curiosity and familiarity. Curiosity is the desire to know more about the lessons or chapter that you are studying. Familiarity is the information you have received about the lessons or chapter earlier. A curiosity to study is vital in order to develop concentrations, and the familiarity of the topic or subject is helpful in retaining the memory of it for a long time. Suppose you see a chapter titled Cell in your science textbook. On reading this title, you begin to feel curious to know more about this concept. This curiosity will push you to read further in the beginning. But if this chapter has not been taught at your school or tuition classes, then you will not be able to be familiar with the matter that is written in the textbook. As a result, you might find the topic boring after 10 to 15 minutes. The eye capture technique has been developed to solve precisely this problem. Now we're talking about what is eye capture. Our eye is the biggest scanner. Getting the exact image of any data is called scanning or capture in the computer terms. With the help of this technique, the exact image of any data can be imprinted on your mind as well. What you need to do here is first to develop a good amount of awareness and recognitions of the data that you wish to study. Thus, this technique prepares your mind and makes it ready to study. Most of the time, we cannot remember what we read because the mind is not yet ready or prepared to memorize the data. But just as we warm up before exercise, in the same way, eye capture helps the mind to warm up in order to get ready to memorize. The advantages of eye capture. Number 1, eye capture helps to reduce the learning time by 50%. Second, Because of this technique, your concentrations and interest will remain for a long time. Number third, the capture that you memorize by this technique can be easily recalled during the examination. Number fourth, while recalling the answer in the exam hall, you will also remain where they are located, in how many paragraphs they are mentioned, and how they are written. Since this technique involves visualizations, you will be using the right hemisphere of the brain, where 90% retention is possible. And now comes on to the most important things in this class, that is how to use this technique. For starter, scan only 5 to 7 pages. As you get the hang of it, you will be able to scan 10 to 12 pages at a time. Step 1. First of all, take a glance at 5 pages you need to read. Per page, 5 to 10 seconds is sufficient time. Do not read any informations. Step number 2. Then look at the arrangement of paragraphs and pictures. Simply observe the number of paragraphs on each page, how big or small they are, what shape they have. You do not have to read anything. Be carefully, keep your mind. It might take you about 8 to 15 seconds per pages. Step number 3. Now read the points and the subpoints. Read only the words that are written in bold font or color font. Do not read anything that the paragraph says. This also will take about 5 to 10 seconds per page. Step number 4. Beside the items you read in step 3, read any other important information that you can see on the page. Examine the definitions, the figure, the italicized point, etc. This might take about 12 to 20 seconds per page. Step number 5. After going through all the steps, read all the 5 pages for 2 times carefully. Step number 6. Now close your eyes and visualize all the 5 pages. Try to see all the paragraphs, the points, the subpoints, the informations given in each of them in your mind's eye. That means through your visualization, through your imaginations. Try to close your eyes and see all the pages in your minds. If you cannot remember something, open your eyes again and read the pages again, and then repeat the visualizations process. Step 1 to step 6. Now start your exercise. Write all the steps of scanning on a sheet of paper. Now take the subject you need to read and apply this technique. Only after you have scanned about 50 pages, you will be able to really grasp this technique and benefit from it. So students, I hope you will understand this concept very clearly. Stay with us and stay blessing. Enjoy your study. Thank you very much.